Hello everybody and welcome to the fourth nutshell edition this year. Subject number one that we will talk about today is the decision of Donald Trump to ban e-cigarettes in the United States. In fact, ban only flavored e-cigarettes. Until September 26, 2019, there have been already 450 cases of a strange vaping sickness in the United States. This vaping sickness is something that scientists so far don't understand yet, but what we know is that it is some kind of strange respiratory condition, that is to say, problem connected with lungs and breathing, and we know for sure that it is related to e-cigarettes. Out of those 450 cases, 6 people have already died. Unfortunately, many of those patients are young people, because in the United States, e-cigarettes have over the last years become a very serious and growing problem. Right now, there are about 5 million teenagers who use e-cigarettes daily. Reaction to this is that the President Donald Trump decided to ban only flavored e-cigarettes. Now, let's take a look why. First of all, e-cigarettes are perceived as a healthier alternative to standard cigarettes. And this is already some lie, because we know that they are harmful. They, for example, contain some heavy metals. In the UK, for example, they have even been prescribed as a way to give up smoking. So, recommended by doctors. They also come in all kinds of attractive flavors and packaging, and as such they don't remind anybody of the traditional bad smokes that cause cancer and all other dangerous conditions. What is the advice of experts is that everybody should avoid e-cigarettes at least until it is clear what causes vaping sickness. Experts also say that we in Europe are not safe. It's not like it's only American problem. This problem can concern Europe as well. Article number 2 comes from Poland, and it is about F-35 fighter jets. Poland wants to modernize its army, and it's doing it quite radically. Last year we spent $4.7 billion on Patriot missile system. Well, we signed the contract and we plan to spend. And this year, we are going to sign another contract. This year, we're signing a contract to buy 32 fighter jets, and this is the F-35 model, which is the most technologically advanced fighter jet in the world, probably. This decision about buying 32 fighter jets comes shortly after the visit of American Vice President in Poland during an event commemorating the 80th anniversary of the outbreak of Second World War. Obviously, when Americans want to sell their military equipment, the US State Department has to agree, and they only sell their equipment to their allies, so that they make sure that it is not used against them. In our case, the US State Department has already agreed. We also know the maximum cost. The State Department said that the maximum cost is $6.5 billion. That is to say that this sum is going to be negotiated by our government. Contract obviously includes not only planes and engines for the planes, but also spare and repair parts, personal training, communications, navigations, all kinds of support. F-35 fighter jets are really advanced machines. Some of them can even start and land vertically, which I think is very rare for fighter jets, if they are not the only fighter jet in the world which can do this. We also know that because of this, they're quite expensive. The cost of one fighter jet is about $100 million compared to $17 million of its predecessor, the F-16. What is the aim of investing so much into the army? Obviously, we want to tighten our relationship with the Americans, but also we want to reduce our dependence on Russia. We still have some Russian machines in our fleet, that is the MiG-19 and the Su-22. Now let's move on to article number 3, which is about minimum wage. Well, at a press conference in Łowicz, Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki announced that next year in 2020, the minimum wage will rise to 2,600 zlotys. That's quite considerable rise taken year to year, because it's 350 zlotys from the current level, but that's not everything. Only a year later, this will rise to 3,000 zlotys, and in 2023, the minimum wage will amount to 4,000 zlotys. Obviously, the hourly rates, which means how much somebody earns per hour, will also change. Prime Minister says that this should help Polish companies be more efficient and innovative, because employees who get better wages will be more satisfied, and obviously this will also lead to automation, because companies probably will not be able to afford so many workers, so they will have to automate the process of production. Prime Minister says that this is the way to go if we want to live in the standards of Western European countries. We just have to choose the way of automation. Well, obviously some experts do not agree with this thesis, especially small and medium enterprises worry because they actually face, some of them will face the risk of bankruptcy or will choose illegal employment. So this is obviously open discussion. Article number 4 is about Ig Nobel Prizes. What are Ig Nobel Prizes? Well, Ig Nobel Prizes have been awarded for the last 29 years by scientific humor magazine called Air. Who are they awarded to? They are awarded to people who make achievements which first make people laugh and then make people think. It's a serious business because this year's gala took place on the 12th of September at Harvard University, and the awards are handed out by genuine Nobel Prize laureates in 10 categories. What about this year? This year, the award went to 2 scientists who measured the differences in temperature between testicles among postmen in France, depending on whether the person were naked or clothed. In medicine, it went to a scientist from Italy who was collecting evidence that pizza might protect against illness and death if it is eaten and made in Italy. Obviously good for the Italian economy. And in economics, it went to Turkish scientists who tested which country's paper money is best at transmitting dangerous bacteria. Well, the last research may even be quite interesting. And now, as always, in a nutshell, I want to present you with 4 discussion subjects based on the articles. So discussion number 1 will be about e-cigarettes. Should they be banned? Should all of them be banned? Is choosing only e-cigarettes, flavored ones, good choice, or the whole category of e-cigarettes should be banned? Number 2 is about investment. Poland should invest a lot in its army. Is it true or not? What about our geographical situation and also about our political situation? Are we a country that has to invest into army? Number 3, about raising minimum wage. What kind of effect will this have on the economy? And number 4, about Ig Nobel contest. Again, is it promoting, laughing at other people? Is it okay? Is this contest okay or not? Those are the 4 discussion subjects and the whole nutshell. Thank you very much.